Happy Sunday, everybody. Crypto Savvy here. We're going to take a look at the charts. We're going to take a look at the macro targets and then the more immediate targets. This is going to be a pretty quick video. It's Sunday. I know everybody's got a lot to do, so try to make this as short as possible. Everything seems to be playing out beautifully in the market, and if you haven't seen, definitely stick around to the end, and I'll show you why I believe we're going to hit 46,000 by the end of the year. But I want to remind you guys, too, definitely join our Discord group. It's 100% free. Great community, guys. If you love crypto, you'll love the community. There's a link in the description below the video. There's also some affiliate links in there that really help support the channel, so definitely check those out. There's some exchange links down there that you can get bonuses for signing up for. And yeah, let's get into the charts and see what's going on, guys. As always, I want to start out by saying I'm not a financial advisor. This is not financial advice. This is my opinion and my view of the market only. Anybody that's doing any trading or investing in this market, I suggest you do your own due diligence and your own research, as this market is extremely volatile and risky. Also, keep in mind, it's still a speculative market. Do not put in more than you're willing to lose. And with that being said, if you're new here, you haven't already, definitely hit the subscribe button. That'll get you subscribed to the channel. Click the notification bell to get you notified when I post new videos, as I do updates every single day. So also, I do live streams once in a while, and that'll get you notified when I do the live stream. So hit the like button and leave your comments. Let me know what you think. All right. For those of you that have been watching, we know we've been watching this cup and handle. I still believe it to be a cup and handle forming with the neckline at 146, and the target of that is 247. Now I'm going to look at the daily RSI. Like I said, I'm going to zip through this real quick. If you want more detail of different stuff, then just go back a couple videos and you'll see what all is going on. Rising channel, we've been watching since back in December. Came out of this into a falling channel. We've been watching this falling wedge here. Does look like we are popping up out of this, guys, and I do believe we have much more upward momentum to go. Today might be a damn good day. We're going to look at the 4-hour RSI, looking at this falling channel. We were watching this rising channel here that we had kind of a fake out, and we'll see that in the price action too, where we blew back through it. I do believe we're going to come up to at least the top of this, and if we break through the top of that, this could be extremely bullish. Again, this is on the 4-hour, so but let's take a look at what the measured move would be at a breakout of there. And that would get us up to our old peaks up here in the RSI. So definitely keep an eye out, guys. We may be having a very nice move. No guarantees. Obviously, no one knows what the market's going to do exactly. But this is the one channel that we have been making these calls all year and doing a damn good job of it. And like I said, this is not a good area to be day trading for sure. I don't agree with day trading anyway. I like to do longer swing trades. But let's look at what's going on here. So in the 4-hour, let's take a look. Here's my few targets here. This is a falling wedge that I've been watching. The breakout of that, depending on where it breaks out, guys, would be the measured move of the widest point. And if we were to break out up in this range, that would get me up to the $166 range. That doesn't mean we shoot straight up. Obviously, we're going to have resistance on the way up. That could take quite some time. But there is also a bearish case scenario that we have to look at, and that would be coming down to this $62 range. And actually, that is going to be moving up because of this long-term trend line here. But right now, I'm going to keep it at 62, even though I think it's a lot less likely. We were watching this yesterday, we were talking about it, and the day before. Had this drawn as a rising, either a rising, I guess you'd call it a ascending triangle. Sorry guys, Sunday, I am trying to get through this quick. But anyways, the measured move off that, guys, breaking off the top. As you can see, this looks more like a fake out, and that showed in the RSI too. Let me just show you to remind you. Right there, just a fake out drop down in there. And let me okay, wanted to make sure that wasn't on my other time frames. So anyways, my target of breaking this, guys, is the $85 range. And that doesn't mean we stop there, but that is my target as of now. Then we could come up, test the top of this trend line here in the $95 range. But as of right now, like I said yesterday, if we could break above this and get support, and that seems to be what we're doing now, and then break out from there. The RSIs, guys, look pretty powerful. The EMAs, let's look at it in here. As you can see, the 55 EMA right here is about to be crossed by the 21. That'll be very bullish. Get us up at least to that $80 range and then break through to our target of 85, I do believe. Keep in mind, we could fail here, and then 62 is my target. But as of right now, guys, I think we're moving up. Let's go into Bitcoin real quick. Looking at Bitcoin, I'm going to take a look at the long-term targets from this big bull flag here in the green. Do believe that's a bull flag. And measuring this whole, let's start with the shorter ones. Measuring it as a channel, the breakout, that would get us to around 16,000. Measuring this as a flagpole, this being the flag, that breakout would get us to around 18,000. And the next one, measuring this whole thing as a bull flag, and that brings us up to around the $21,000 range, guys. So those are my longer term targets. Going to the RSI. And as you know, we've been watching this form for quite some time. This does look like a triple bottom right here in the RSI, which is pretty damn bullish. So I do think we're going to continue up, guys, but I would watch this trend line. This could form a head and shoulders here and then come down. One more test on this for the bearish case scenario. Look at the 4-hour RSI. So in the 4-hour RSI, we had this measured move for the RSI being the break of this falling channel to where we broke out there, and that gets us up to this trend line. So that's an area to watch, and we'll look at that in the price action too. Also, something I want to point out that looks like this here is forming an inverse head and shoulders. Now, if we continue up and we do get this breakout to this trend line, I think we're probably most likely coming up to here, and that is a measured move of this inverse head and shoulders to there. That would be this trend line on the RSI. Let's take a look at the price action and see what's going on here. All right, this might be kind of confusing if you didn't watch yesterday's video or the day before, but if you didn't, go back and look. We had this rising wedge drawn here. We had a fake out, just like in Litecoin. Come back up, broke top. Now we're getting support on the bottom trend line here. The measured move, guys, of that. Oops. Back up a little bit. All right, so there's also another way to look at this, and I'll draw that in there real quick just so you guys can see. But that would be looking at this as that white so you guys can see it better. Looking at this as a ascending triangle right there, and the measured move of that would be measuring the width of the triangle right here, bringing it up to the top. That gets us to the 11.5 range. There's also another move another measured move that got us there. Let me get rid of this now, clean up the chart a little bit. The other measured move I have is the measured move of this falling channel right here in the yellow, this being the resistance, this line being the support. Coming down here, measure the channel and put it to where we broke out. That also gets us to 11.5. So I'm pretty confident in the 11.5 range here, guys. But we do have to keep in mind, if we break this line, I do have the target down here between the $9,500 and $9,600 range, and then obviously worst case scenario, these two trend lines here. But until those break, guys, I know everybody's getting really bearish. I am not. But let's keep an eye on this trend line. If this breaks down, I'll be looking for 95. But right now, this is my short-term target is around the 11.7. And then I'm gonna be looking up at the 11.5. I do believe we might have a nice little bull run today, guys. All right, let's get into the 46,000 by the end of the year target. If you're new here, I'm going to show you real quick what I'm looking at. I've drawn these trend lines, this white dotted one here, the yellow one from the second peak here, to where we broke down from 6,000. We had two touches on the bottom. Mind you, I'm showing you a pattern here, and the same pattern was in gold. I'm going to show you what happened in gold and why I believe we're doing the same thing. Now, again, the candles aren't going to be, candle for candle, but the pattern is a pattern's a pattern. So let me show you one more thing. Sorry guys, got a little sidetracked here. I want to show you, looking at this macro bull flag, if we take a look at the RSI or the volume, it's declining. When this breaks, guys, it's going to be massive, and I do believe it's going to be to the upside. Keep that in mind. That also plays out with all of this. So as you can see, I have this blue line drawn in here from old support in the bear market. I have these two supports. Actually, there's about 6 touches on here. There's a bunch of touches right here. This support in the old bear market. And we are playing with this white line now. Keep an eye on this area, and we'll look at what happened in gold in that area. I'm going to switch back and forth so you can see the resemblance, guys. Definitely goes with my call for 46,000 at the end of the year. I do believe that's going to happen. If we look at the same thing happen, I drew the same trend lines in here. We had 2 touches on the bottom trend line before breaking through. Here's the blue line of support, the white line of support that we're on now in Bitcoin and playing with it, as you can see. But I do believe this is going to be a massive, massive breakout soon. This could be, you know, this could take till the end of August, but it could start now too. Another thing I want to point out is this white thick trend line here. I've been watching that as my long-term trend line for this bull run, and that's why I don't believe we're going to pass below the 95 to 96. Of course, if you guys are watching and we do pass that, then we could be looking down, you know, to these lower targets. But as of right now, guys, I'm still remaining bullish until this flag here is broken. I have no reason at all to be bearish. Even if we had come down, worst case scenario, to the $7,700 range, I still am mega bullish in the macro. I do believe this thing is going to break up in a big way, guys. So anyways, let's look at real quick. We'll go into the RSI, and mind you, we've been watching this gold to Bitcoin comparison on this channel since January, which was right down in here. Let's look at the RSI, and I'll show you why I believe we're in a macro bull run. 2013 bull run followed by the bear market, 2 touches of resistance on this trend line before starting the next bull market. 2017 bull market followed by the bear market, 2 touches of resistance before starting this bull market. And as you can see, these 2 areas right here line up nicely. They look nice. So what I'm thinking is we're going to get something like this, and it will resemble that one. We got a couple year bull run coming. This is going to be life changing, guys, and anybody watching this should feel blessed to be a part of this, because we are in some serious life changing experience right now. 2013 bull run followed by the bear market, 4 arrows representing new lows in the RSI before starting the next bull market. 2017 bull market followed by the bear market, 4 arrows representing new lows in the RSI before starting the next bull market, which we are in now since December. And I do believe it's a parabolic bull run, guys, and that's all I got to say about it. So if you enjoyed the channel, definitely consider subscribing by clicking the Crypto Savvy logo above your head. Tick the notification bell to get you notified when I post new videos. Smash some likes, guys. Leave your comments. Let me know what you think. And don't get ripped off by the scammers selling you VIP and shit courses. No need for it. Totally free info all over the internet. Them guys are just, all you're doing is supporting their drug habits, gambling habits, and lavish lifestyles. Take it easy, guys.